So I have told you earlier that I was kind of I was in the midst of a mirage where I couldn't find the right path because everything was felt like a mirror dimension. Like whenever I saw a hoarding or a signboard, I can see the worlds in a mirror version. So I was very confused. In 2017 and 16, I have been in Delhi, New Delhi, the capital of India. So I saw a gully or an alley that looked like in Delhi, Govindpuri. But the same time, I saw the hoarding and signboards. They will look like as if they are in Guwahati, the right now city where now I'm living. So it was very perplexing, and I was very frustrated. Then suddenly met a person in a world when he was tall, and at the same time, I also lost my mother and the native lady from my mother's place. So definitely, I was very tired inside of that dream. I can feel my sweat. So after that, I met a person in a world. He was tall and wearing normal pant shirt. I saw a mithai shop. Mithai means sweet shop. We sat, the man and I. He asked maybe why I did not ask him for help. I said something, then he said something positive. I mean, I don't remember the exact words. Then he left. It was like, you can do this. I was like, no, I cannot do this. What is this? This is like this. People are wearing sunglasses here, and the beards are grown up here, not here. So it was, but the man was actually giving me enthusiasm. Later, I have realized that actually the person could be Brahma or the Prajapita Brahma. I think I don't know any English name for him. So I got some enthusiasm. I tried to find the right world there where I can find the right path. So there were no mirror versions. I can get a exact LA to get out of this world. I think for 1 hour I was finding inside of my dream. Finally, I saw normal people. I was so relieved that people are wearing specs here, people grown beards here on the normal place. So I saw that I have been taken to a hospital. One oxygen mask was given over my mouth, and on the left side of the nose, an injection was given. And what is the coincidence? I don't know. Since 11 February or since 7 or 8 February, I have been feeling some kind of a pinch here, some kind of a different. It's not pain, it's kind of a pinch, as if something is like that injection. And in the dream, I felt that some person who was wearing a yellow t-shirt, she was a lady, she looked like a doctor. She was giving me an injection here, same place where I felt constant sensations since 4 or 5 days. I asked her, who was wearing the yellow t-shirt, what is it? She told me it was a medicine that will keep me alert in all other worlds, so that I have been awakened, and I can then I have been shown a photograph where there was an image, but the image was not like an image. It was you have seen the movie Harry Potter. There was a newspaper where videos were there. So it was kind of a image which was like a video, like you can watch the video from all the three dimensions. So they said that it was my body, it was the stomach part of somebody, okay, the stomach part, it was my body, stomach, some hernia happened, disc was removed. So it was very disturbing image for me, because I'm an art student, right? So I'm not into this science and x-rays and these things. So I got a very disturbing image. They told me that somehow I have accepted this state of mind. Maybe it could be my past life, maybe my hernia had been, or some disc had been removed, and in this lifetime, or and at that same time, that time, particular time, I could accept this reality. So that x-ray or that image had been removed from my side, and I could see the deformity stomach Okay, I accepted it as it was without showing aversion to the wound. So in Vipassana technique, two things are there. Whenever we experience one sensation, either it could be aversion or either it could be craving. Whenever the sensation is good, like a beautiful vibration, like happiness, blissfulness, we are in a tendency to crave the sensation or the emotion more and more. And aversion, what happens whenever the sensation is bad, like a pain sensation, like a uncomfortable sensation, then we used to, no, 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 we don't want it, go away, go away, stay away from me. So we shouldn't behave eitherwise. We have to be equanimous, like we have to be in the balanced state of mind where we do not show aversion to the bad sensation, or where we do not show a craving for the good or comfortable or beautiful enjoyable sensation. So what happened with me to that very incident was that finally I could be able to be in a place of equanimity. So what happened, they again gave me some injection there. I asked, why are you putting injections on my nose? She said that I will stay super conscious in all the worlds, in all levels. So this had been given. She said, lie down. When you lie down here, in no time you will wake up here. I was asking her, how could I know that all these things are real? It could be a dream, right? So give me a confirmation that I could know that this is not a dream, this is reality. How can you say that I will be super conscious in all the levels and this and that? She said that exactly at the moment while you are sleeping like this, at this after same moment you will wake up in that your real world. I said, okay, let's see. I don't know what happened. I felt a bit pain on my lumbar area. So I asked what happened there. They said that, okay, medicines was there. We put some medicine there over your spine. So it got cured. And I must tell you, Charles, I don't have the same pain as I had before. I know this hasn't been cured. I am my right thumb is not working till, and I have a bit pain on my neck area, but the lumbar area, the same pain, it is not there. I don't know what happened. So they gave me the second injection. I said thank you, and I also asked the yellow t-shirt lady, who are you? She was saying a fable. I don't know what's the meaning of it. She said that I am that who you want to think me as, whatever. It was like that if I want to think or want to take her as an angel, she is the angel. If I say her as God, she is the God. And if I say that, okay, she is the higher version of myself, then okay, she is that. So it's very clear but not clear in language. So I slept, and then that medicine I just slept there, and at the same time I wake up here. It's not like dream, just I know myself that it's not. How can it be a dream? I mean, in no time I woke up. So this was my dream experience. It's not dream actually. The
Yeah.
I think the
Dreams,
title.
dreams, dreams are jumpy, and you don't have a lot
Exactly.
of
And
conversation. This
it
makes it very
happened
focused.
it happened during the Brahma Muhurta. You see, the Brahma Muhurta, that means 3:45 to 5:30 a.m. And I just woke. I was just like this. I was and some truths, 4 or 5 truths have been just downloaded into my consciousness. I cannot make you understand uh, how I remembered this truth, and from my mind or from my brain or from my whatever, out of space, outer space, I don't know. But 3 or 4 truths have been just in front of me, have been placed in front of me. I got answers as if from 4 or 5 lifetimes I have been perplexed and confused, and I have been working all the way down to know certain answers. I got those answers, and I was just like this. So that
Fantastic.
was my experience. Yeah, that was my experience, and all happened on the Shivratri morning. That is on 18th February, morning time. And then after, I think on 27th February or 26th February, uh, I am in kind of a habit. Whenever I do meditation, 3:45, it's too early, Charles. It's not, enjoyable, although I try to wake up and I do all the morning course and things. After that, I sit like this. Sometimes I do like this. And what happened that day, 5:30 a.m., I have done the first 1 hour, and after the second hour, I was doing meditation for the second hour, Vipassna meditation. Just here, I saw Mahavatar Babaji. I, I'm guessing you can, you know him already, Mahavatar Babaji. Yeah. So just like this, he waked me up. I was again, I was confused and I was very surprised. I was startled. Like, what happened? Okay. I opened my eyes. I can see him in front of my eyes, and he actually uh, he was there for 1 minute or 1.5 minutes. After that, he went. Maybe he wants to just tell me that, daughter, Betty, don't sleep during meditation. So it was very beautiful. After that, I read that Babaji chooses souls, and he often comes to remind us of soul's mission. So Babaji feels a great, whenever a soul is offering great love and devotion and respect to Babaji, he responds to it. But interestingly, I'm still confused. I haven't ever think about Mahavatar Babaji. So why he appeared, I don't know.
Well,
And
you
I'm
may,
not a devotee,
yeah,
never practice Kriya Yoga consciously.
but it's your
I've
soul
never,
transmitting. You didn't have to ask for them directly. It's for me, for the religions that I know, which is the Western religion. I, I,
and now,
I ask for God, I speak to God, but I don't know who that is.
yeah. So after that, I have become a fan of him. See, many people are doing Kriya Yoga, Hatha Yoga to get just one glimpse of him, and he came to me just to wake me. It's very lovely.
Well,
So
Angela, you've
I have
been
become a
practicing
fan.
very
Yeah,
focused
I'm
and very
very grateful.
devoutedly for many, many years.
I'm very grateful to him, so that maybe my soul was calling to him. I don't know, but I have never interested in Kriya Yoga. Anyway, now we are going to talk about metta, unconditional love. So, have you ever heard of about metta?
No,
So it was slide number 11. It is metta, METTA. Some people call it META. It is Maitri Bhavna. It is simply sending unconditional love, compassion, healing, forgiveness to all, like no discrimination at all. Metta is Maitri Bhavna. It's a um, Buddha kind of rediscovered it and redeveloped it. We cannot say that Siddharth Gautama like invented it. The technique was there, but he redeveloped it, and now this Guruji, late S.N. Goenka ji, he is popularizing the Vipassna technique. So after getting Vipassna and after completing 11th day of Vipassna technique practice, a sadhak who is a practitioner, he has to give metta after finishing of a normal um, uh, 1 hour sadhana. Like if he does vipassana for 1 hour, after that every session he has to send metta to the universe and to all living beings, which is like Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. All universe is my native land. And whenever we want to concentrate our mind, we used to do Tratak meditation. Like in one of our old videos, I have discussed about a candle meditation, Tratak meditation to cleansing the third eye. This this, it is not meditation at all. It's just loving energy, giving loving energy to be filled with unconditional love. And after getting overwhelmed with that emotion, sometimes I also cry with love. You just throw the energy towards the universe, to all beings, like Preta Yoni, which are like ghosts, spirits, creatures of any kind, anything and everything. So I was very discriminative earlier when I say this within my mind that okay, I am sending loving and healing energy to all, but only to those who deserves it. But after practicing Vipassana, I have totally changed. No, everyone has to get love, everyone has to get healing, everyone has to get God's light. Then only all will be liberated.
Let me challenge that, Angel. Let me challenge that, because this has been a discussion that happened with Kanye West, a famous rapper here here in the Americas. Uh, he was being interviewed by a controversial host, and Kanye was saying, "I'm practicing love for all. I'm practicing metta, in a word." And the host said, "Even for Hitler, can you love Hitler?" And this rapper said, "Yes. If I have to love everybody, that includes Hitler. Does
That's
Hitler?"
true. That's true. What to do, Charles? This is the technique. I was so discriminative. I was like this. I will not say send healing energy, but the thing is that what Meta is saying is not that. It's simple. It's just to pray for that being so that the person's inner anger, inner impurities in all levels, in all the worlds that he might get acquired from all his bad past life karmas, and inner impurities and what is that word? Like a bad state of mind. All of that were uh, get healed, and he get the light of God, and then
Yeah, so
he
let's put it this way, Angel. See,
yeah,
what Charles is saying is like, murderers and killers and all, let's avoid them. What we
yeah,
can do is like relatives, friends who are having some personal
that is
challenges, and
yeah,
some friends and all. Maybe we can
yeah,
send loving energy to them so that
yeah,
they can heal themselves, or they get healed, and maybe there's a chance of transformation. For the
yeah.
people who have killed others knowingly, willingly, like somebody like Hitler, probably we can avoid. We can just avoid giving
Mm.
any energy to that guy, whether
personally
it is loving or non-loving.
personally maybe also I would say this, but as per the technique, I'm saying, as per the technique, it gives energies to the uh, spirits who are not getting light. That means people like those, so that they can get the light and they get transformed, and they get to the right path, so that all the beings, it's like unity consciousness. It's like all a one heart, one mind, and one body. And if some body part is not working, it's not like cutting that limb away. It's like healing that limb, and make that limb work again. It's like simple. So
Makes sense.
I
That
get
makes
that
sense.
like this, yeah. But since I myself feeling awkward, it feels awkward to me also sometimes to give metta, but what to do? If I'm practicing, if I am getting initiated to this, I have to do. So that's the thing. Yeah, it's very controversial, but anyway, we'll move towards now. So I have discussed everything, astrological aspects of Nirvana, Moksha. I think Partha already, have you said anything?
No,
Okay, so Partha will wind it up with that slide number 13. I will just end with this slide. What is Dhamma or Dharma?
Okay, so
Natural.
I will not go very deep today. It's already like
Okay,
very late, no, Angel. So we have been talking since almost 1.5 hours.
okay,
So what I will do is the astrological aspects quickly. I will give some hints. So one of
okay,
the big things is like, can we look at somebody's horoscope and say that will you be able to overcome this world and maybe not come back into the reincarnation trap? Yes, there is a method. So, and the planet who is going to show that is Ketu, which is not used in Western astrology. It is used only in Vedic astrology. And he is known as Ketu.
okay.
The word Ketu itself means tail of a comet, and we have been hearing a lot of comet news since 3 years. So probably it is taking us into the mass consciousness of wanting nirvana, wanting liberation. The word moksha means liberation. Wanting
Yeah.
nirvana, nirvana is a word popularized by Gautam Buddha, right?
Yeah.
So can we see? Yes, but again, it is not 100% foolproof kind of thing. It can definitely indicate that whether somebody is maybe able to overcome this world and go into kevalya. Kevalya means again a Sanskrit word which means that yeah, you become, you go into, like you do
Monkey.
meditation alone, or
Yeah,
it's
monkey.
not exactly loneliness. It is like,
Yeah.
you choose to be away from society, off grid or something.
Right.
Right.
Okay, so that is the word. And Ketu is the one who sees. So some other day, definitely I will show some horoscopes of not famous celebrities, because we really don't know whether they are entities or whether they are humans. I'm not even sure. Maybe they could be Nephilim over all,
Yeah.
So what I will do is I will take some common people's charts and say whether they have a chance of getting liberation. And
Yeah.
coming to the second point, can somebody go above astrology or natural laws? Yes, it has happened definitely to me in a way, partly. I would say maybe 50 or 60%, I would say, because I used to be definitely be under control of planets and horoscope and all that. It always used to dominate my mind. I felt like a victim. I felt like somebody who is like under control of planets and all that. But in 2016 and 17, what I observed is like, with the great contemplation, meditation and all, I was able to at least understand the planets, and I understood that they are scripts, uh, which have to be played out, as if this world is a stage and we are all actors, like how Shakespeare said. And so I started understanding the planet. So earlier I used to be like kind of a grip of the planets, but 2016-17 onwards I started understanding, and I felt like, yeah, I'm not saying I'm not so big to say that I'm above the planets, but I would definitely say that I started understanding them a bit more. Like I one of the biggest techniques that I followed was affirmations.
Yeah.
So
Very
it is like a bit like meta only, but the thing is,
happy.
I'm one of the few YouTubers who has given a long list of affirmations that we can do to different beings, planets, and people. So the first affirmation, which happened naturally, I wrote it very naturally, without any support, without any external thing. It just came out of my heart. So I wrote a letter to Saturn, the planet Saturn, asking for forgiveness and all. Not the Western astrology Saturn. I'm talking about Indian mythology Saturn, who was like a neglected child of the sun. And so, from that perspective, I just wrote a letter in Facebook in 2017 or 2016, and saying that I'm sorry, Saturn, what you had to go through, etc., etc. And we call him Shani. We don't call him Saturn in India. So, and in 2019, 20, 21, I've done a lot of affirmations. So I've done affirmations for refugees. And Charles, you might have heard of people called Romani people, gypsies.
Yeah.
So these
Yeah.
gypsies, they have traveled all over the world, and I think Hitler killed them, and a lot of people killed them, and they did not have a home, and they are spread all over the world. And people say that they actually migrated from India.
Hmm.
Right. So I wrote a lot of
That is.
affirmations for their healing, saying that
Yeah.
they find peace, let them not roam and wander around and all that. Long list of affirmations. Then I did affirmations for ancestors. I did affirmations for Rahu. I did affirmations for all the people who were abandoned. I did affirmations for plants, aquatic animals, and abandoned people, orphans, children. A lot of affirmations I've done in the last 5 6 years, like in a mass consciousness. So probably that has helped me a bit in understanding the planets and slightly rising above. I'm still in tune with natural laws. I can't say that I'm above natural law. What I'm saying is, definitely I've understood myself better and the universe a bit better. And that is
Yeah.
probably one of the techniques. Affirmations is one of the techniques where you can definitely rise little bit about the planetary grips that most people suffer.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you can talk about Dhamma and probably conclude.
Okay. So actually, the topic of Dhamma or the universal law, it's very big. I think we will cover. We will we better that we will cover this in future. So simply, what is dharma? See, we call it like Hindu religion or Islam religion or Christianity or Christian religion. Actually, thing is, these are like a group of people, see, who are practicing certain rules and regulations in their daily lives to attain some kind of discipline into their lives, simply to say. But the original law or the original dharma is the universal dharma, which is like equal for all, like one for all. It's like if you touch fire, it will you will get burned, or if you are inside of water, you might get soaked up. So it's like that, it's very simple. So the topic is very long, actually we will discuss it later. What is the original dharma or dhamma, which is like humanity or natural law, or the it's natural law, I think, or the universal law, it's the highest law. And it's same for all. And whenever we want to do something in our lives, like in a spiritual manner, there is an importance of detox. So people, if they want to go through a process of detox, many people get confused, because see, there are certain unwanted things happen to humanity in 2020, 21, 2022. I don't want to give it a term, fixed term, what had happened to humanity. Many people had been made bound to take those things into their bodies. They have taken that, and after, I think, 2 years of time, now the courts are saying that this is not done, this is against humanity, and people are getting their rights back. But unfortunately, major of the human beings have taken that thing. Anyway, now it's the high time that we should detox our bodies. So people get perplexed and confused about detoxing, how to detox their body, how to get rid of the heavy metals from their body. There are many techniques of detox. Doing By doing this, people will get relief from those symptoms, and at the same time they can also go forward in their spiritual journeys also. Because see, in a healthy body there will be a healthy mind, and if the body and the mind will be healthier, then only higher vibrations or the greater wisdom or the greater universal truth will get uploaded, sorry, downloaded to our system. It's very important. So it's the importance of detox. How we can do? By enema. Different enemas are there, I'm not going to discuss about that because you don't like it, I know, Partha. So salt water drinking is very effective anyway. Salt water drinking is also important and useful. We can do that in an empty stomach, just right after we woke up. We can take pink salt or Himalayan salt, uh, one spoonful in one glass with warm water. We can have that, and after that our whole system will be detoxed. And many other holistic ways of detox are also there. Many drinks are there, I mean non-alcoholic drinks are there, and they are all Ayurvedic and holistic. They have nothing to do with the chemicals, outer chemicals, so we can do that. So after doing that detox, spiritual, mental, uh, physical, we can go towards other good things to humanity. And I'm also saying to all the human beings in the world not to get disheartened, because good days are coming back. Finally
Yeah,
humanity
hopefully
has
so.
won.
Yeah.
Yeah, finally humanity
Yeah.
has won, and
I'm
I'm
not
saluting.
pessimistic, but I'm not very optimistic type of person also, you know me.
But I am saluting Indian Supreme Court. I'm saluting the courts of those nations and countries who have stood with humanity. I'm just saying, because I also cannot say directly, otherwise my also, dot dot dot, YouTube, Facebook. So
Yeah, yeah. And by the
that's it.
way, this video, you did not join early. So Charles doesn't have a YouTube channel, for your information.
Oh,
Charles is
okay.
going to start a YouTube channel after a few months. His
Good,
YouTube
good, good.
channel is not there anymore. So you are the one who is going to upload this video in your channel.
Okay, we can share to him this videos, and he can also upload it,
Yeah,
no
first he has
problem.
to share with you, right, Charles?
Yep,
So he
yeah.
has to share the videos with you, and then you have to upload that. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
so let's, because I only 4 minutes left. So what we will do is we'll talk a little bit about Charles gardening. So Charles,
Yes,
yes,
Charles
take us
Garden.
through your, like, what you are doing, what you have been doing last 2 years, and Angel was telling me that you're big into gardening now. So what exactly is your gardening? What are you doing? Are you growing different plants, or what exactly are you doing?
It's more focused on organic gardening,
Oh wow,
and getting folks in the mindset of preparing for what is coming. So, for
wonderful,
example, in America, eggs are very scarce. A lot of vegetables are very scarce in America,
Yeah.
and that's something that's happening in Europe and in Great Britain. So, to prepare my friends here in Guatemala, I've been teaching them organic gardening, giving them indications as to what is coming, and a lot of them have prepared and are understanding that they don't need chemicals. Chemicals affect them badly. Organic gardening gets them closer to the earth where they were
Right.
before, and that to me is especially with the people of Guatemala, which is in Central America, Mexico, on down, is they were very close to the earth before colonialism came in, and colonialism removed them from the earth, and introduced a harsh Catholic Christianity, and now I think it's important that the people here become close to the earth again. So that's what I'm doing.
Yes, very nice. Very nice. Very
and
nice. So,
yeah, something about overseas. So what is this, Angel? I have no clue.
hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yeah, so
so
Charles has to talk about this overseas
So,
support idea. So because I don't know what
overseas,
is his slide.
overseas consultation you have started, I have seen in
Uh,
Facebook.
so I started a travel agency
Ah, okay.
and doing interpreting. But I think it's important that we again build this tie from the east to the west, because
Yeah,
they do not want the east and the west to join. Your ideas and your truths are shielded and hidden and beat down to the point that they don't get to the west, and uh,
right.
and that's the bridge I want to build.
Oh,
Very
wonderful.
noble idea, Charles. We are wishing you all the best for that.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very
Thank you so
nice.
So
much.
yeah, we have only 1.5 minutes left. So any concluding remarks? Angel, you can conclude. Charles, you can conclude something. I don't have
Charles,
anything to say.
Charles can conclude.
Yes,
Well,
Charles, you can conclude.
we started this friendship and this journey with the skies, and the three of us have grown immensely over these past 3 years. And as I can see, we have not grown apart. We've actually grown together, but individually
Right.
and following our faiths and following our dharmas. And I think that is the key thing.
Yes, yes, Charles.
Thank you,
Wonderful.
Charles. I love you both, and please stay connected. And I would like to do such sessions more and more sessions.
Yeah,
All right,
let's do those more.
let's
Yeah,
cancel this meeting and let's pop into another meeting. Uh,
Yeah.
and I'll stop recording now.
sure.
Thank you.